One of the most common problems for people is, where do I start? Right? So we usually know kind of what our issues are, our struggles, or where our trauma comes from. We know what that looks like and what that is and kind of what the problem is usually, but we don't know how to fix it, right? If we knew how to fix it, we probably would have fixed it already. So the problem that a lot of people have is, where do I start? So that was also a question that I got today on Ask Diana, on my Ask Diana page. It was essentially, I don't know where to start, I don't have a lot of resources, I don't know what to do, but I know I have these issues. So I want to talk about that today. So first I want you to think about what your problem is. What's the problem that you have? And it doesn't have to be, a full essay or anything. Just if you could sum up kind of what your issues are, what would you say they are? So just come up with a little blurb on, this is what my problem is. This is kind of what I want to work on. This is what I want to change. Again, rough draft, doesn't have to be pretty, just get it out there. Write that down. Then once you do that, what do you think you need to do? Come up with 3 things that you think would help you or that you think that you need. So often people will say, well, I don't know what I need, or I don't know what would help, and they feel completely lost. But when we start to get into it, they're like, oh, well, there is this book that I have that I've been meaning to read, or this book that I've been wanting to order, or there is this program that I've been thinking about starting, or maybe I even bought it and I just haven't started it yet. Or they're like, oh, well, I know that I need to start therapy and I've been wanting to do that. Or I know that I should be going to the gym more, and I know that would help me because that helps me like cope and feel better about myself. So you know at least a few things that would help you, right? Come up with at least a few things. And just try to kind of come up with things off the top of your head. Oh, well, I have been wanting to read this, or I have been wanting to do this, or I know I need work on this, and this is kind of how I was thinking of going about doing that. So write those down under your problem. Write down 3 things that you think would help. Big or small, doesn't matter. Just write them down. Then pick one and do it. Isn't this so fancy and complicated? Now this is the piece that most people get stuck on. We can talk about our problems forever. We can outline all the things that are wrong with us and all the things we need to change. We can talk about all the things that we could do or want to read or want to try, or this person I should reach out to, or this person could help me. But then we don't take action very well with that. So what I want you to do today is to choose one of those things and do it. And choose one that's attainable right now. Maybe there's one big one that you chose that you're gonna have to work up to, or you don't have time to do it to that extent right now. But you can do something. You can do something today. You can start reading something that would help you. You can start a gratitude practice. You can start a short program. You can do so many things today. And it doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be time consuming. It doesn't have to be expensive, but you can start something. And the next big piece after you choose one of those things and you do it, you take a step in that direction, is give yourself credit for that. Say, hey, I am starting this journey, and I may not have solved my problem or worked through my issue, but I started, and I am working on this, and I feel good about this, and I'm going to give myself credit for that because I deserve credit for this. So that's a big piece, and I want you to do that one. Don't skip that one and be like, oh, well, I don't deserve credit, or I haven't solved it yet, or I'm not doing anything that great. I don't want you to do any of those things, and I don't want you to skip this step. I want you to stop and give yourself credit for it. And maybe even write down a sentence that says, I am doing this. I started this today. This is helping me on my journey to XYZ, and this is good. This is a step on the path, and I'm giving myself a little pat on the back for that. Because that positive reinforcement and that effort, though, that's going to help you keep doing those things and keep getting to the next space and the next space and the next space, and keep taking those steps. If we're always negative and we're always looking at the things that we haven't done, or looking at, well, I did that, but I didn't do all of this. If we're always looking at the negative, we're going to keep recreating the negative, feel bad about ourselves, get stuck in that cycle where we're just stuck and we feel bad, but we're not doing anything about it. We want to break that cycle. And one way to do it is to take small steps in the right direction and give yourself credit for those small steps. I don't want you to take or set huge goals and not meet them and then be like, I tried again and I suck again because I didn't make it. That's not what I want you to do here. I want you to take small steps and reinforce your small steps. And remember that a small step in the right direction is so significant. You're not going to solve this problem today. Your problem didn't get created in one day. It's not going to be solved in one day. It takes time to work through things. It takes time to heal. It takes time to feel better. It takes time to create new habits, get rid of old habits and addictions. It's really a process and it's a journey. So just take a small step today and give yourself credit for it, okay? And again, don't forget the credit. Do something and give yourself credit for it. And remember that anything counts. If you're asking the question, I don't know where to start, I don't know what to do something, try something, move in the right direction in a small way, and just take action. We get caught up too much in the what should this look like and what should I do that we don't take the step enough and take action. So choose something and do it. And report back to me if you do, and if it works for you, or if you just need that little bit of accountability that's like, okay, I'm gonna do this, but maybe not. If you tell me, then I can hold you a little bit more accountable for it, and it's kind of like the last step, right? So good luck, get out there and do something.